And we have our first shocker in this Euros 2024 tournament. Belgium losing to Slovakia. It was a surprising defeat. Nobody could expect that to happen. So what do you think about this game? Because if you look at the Belgian squad, they had all the stars there. We don't even know anybody in their opponent's team.
No,
they lost.
I could mention 3 or 4 players. You have the like of Skinner who played for Inter Milan 2 seasons ago, and now he's playing for PSG, top defenders. But they only have defensive midfielders. They only have defensive players, not really the attacking pros. But scoring a goal against Belgium, you said this the other day, Belgium are losing that grip. They've lost a whole lot of wonder class. It's what we call it wonder class, where a generation of football just came. They couldn't get their trophy. The last time you see a Belgium side perform was in the World Cups, where they got into the semi-finals, and that was the best they could get. And after that, they just dropped off.
They had a golden generation where they had the likes of Company. They had a whole lot of stars. They couldn't utilize that. Now, if you look,
that's the 2018 World Cup. Where all of them came in, and you saw that they went with that force. Kevin De Bruyne in his career as a whole got 45 goals involvement for the Belgium side out of in maybe 70 games. Now this is a career. Eden Hazard, all of them, they were supposed to be in that. These were supposed champions of 2018 World Cup.
So John, is it because Lukaku he missed a lot of chances? I don't know what is happening. Once he enters, he wears that jersey. Throughout the qualifiers, he scores goals. But once he enters the major tournament, he's nowhere to be found.
It happens, we have players who do fantastically well for their club sides, but they are not able to translate that form
even
into
in qualifying
the
to this
side.
tournament, he scores goals. But once the tournament arrives,
maybe the occasion is actually getting to him because he's not one to miss a couple of goals, giving golden opportunities up front with the quality of service that is being given by Kevin De Bruyne and other midfielders behind him. You look at the attacking threats of Jeremy Doku down the flanks. You look at all the creative players and the geniuses they have in the midfield, and you be kicking yourself in the foot like, why has Belgium, why has Belgium gone and done this dreadful thing, which is giving away 3 points?
No, it's dreadful, but you look at the way they considered the goal. 7 minutes of the game, these people came at them fast. They didn't. That's what happened to Croatia and the other game. We were always making stands to that game. The game is always from the first whistle. You don't wait till 15 minutes before you start getting ready to gear up your team and start cheering your team. Once the whistle starts, the game already started. And you saw what Slovakia did to that. They got the goal in the 7th minute, and from there they just went on to defend, because I said it before, everybody in that team, wherever they played, you saw the likes. If you look at the Slovakian side now, their top players, 2 of them play for the big teams in Europe. One of them for PSG, the other one for Frankfurt. These are defenders. The striker plays for Slavia Praha. Where is Slavia Praha? They don't come to the Champions League. And when they come to the Champions League, the full 11 players are always on the defensive line. So you ask yourself, this is a team full of defenders when they are playing against big boys, and they got a goal before the 10th minute of the game. What do you expect them to do? Defend all through?
This just calls to mind the agent saying in football, which is you don't underestimate any opponent.
I don't think they underestimated anybody.
You don't underestimate them, and no matter what, because it just takes a split second for you to concede a careless goal like they have, and then they go ahead and pack the ball, or Lorry in this case, and you find out that Belgium cannot even get a good look in on attack.
Even if you look at their stats, you wouldn't say that they packed the ball, because Belgium has 16 shots in total, just 5 on target. They had 10. 4 on target. So I won't even say that it was the outplayed Belgium. Slovakia.
One thing with recording the shots played and chances created is you look at where the chances is created from.
Somebody can shoot from the middle of the
field. The goalkeeper. Look at now. You say Man United. Let's use Man United for instance now. Andre Onana as a goalkeeper had more chances created than Casemiro.
But he kept looking,
because he kept sending the ball towards. So this might happen here, where you have the goalkeeper sending the ball and 2 people chasing after it. They get to their opposition half, and they just take a shot and run back to the
Let's also not forget that not all chances created are equal chances. There are some that are super chances, and the possibility of you getting a goal off that chance is lower compared to other chances being created.
Now, look at if you look at the passes from Kelvin in that game now, you see that he had at least 97% pass accuracies. Yes, maybe averaging about 90 passes, just like Toni Kroos did in the other game for Germany. Now you ask yourself, if you can average 70%, if 70 passes and 97% accuracy, why is your strikers not getting in on the goal?
Okay, let's talk about this Belgium attack. They have Trossard, Doku, Lukaku, and De Bruyne. The problem there is that Doku plays from the left. Trossard plays from the left. So the coach is trying to accommodate two players that plays in the same position in this team.
Why is Hazard's brother not playing? Torgan Hazard.
Yeah, that's a big question because that's another phenomenal
That could play
striker
from the
that
right.
can play from the right.
Now, we always talk about coaches experimenting with tactics. You experiment with tactics, you lose the game. Now you to save your career, you throw your players under the bus. Yeah, see, a Belgium side is a team that is a side that does the same thing as the English side, does the same thing as the Brazilian side. They export talent. You see them export talent every year. You at least, when you look at the transfer market, you get at least 20 players
Or more.
that could play for the national team.
Yeah.
For Brazil, for Belgium, for Germany, for any country,
Same
just
for
name
England
it.
too.
For England, you get 100 that could play for the national team, but they are not there because there's this hype of players that the team needs to promote their social media handles, perhaps. And it's just for the gram. These days, it's not for the trophy anymore. It's for the gram. As long as you can get 1 million followers, 10 billion subscribers, and you're getting the money from there, why get a trophy?
I don't think that.
If that's the case, why is Hazard not scoring goals when he was playing there? Why didn't he score goals? Why didn't he create chances?
For me, if you look at the attacker they started with today, talking about Lukaku now, I wouldn't start Lukaku on any good day because
they don't have any other option.
No, don't go there.
There are credible options available. Beyond just having somebody who is physically strong and can
about
hold
the
up
target
the
man.
ball. We
Who
are
is the
talking
target
about
man?
the target man now. Beyond just having somebody who can hold up the ball, who is physically fit, who can come in, get those crosses coming in and finish them off with a header. You need somebody who is good with the ball on his feet, who can receive the ball, who can create chances, who is a fox in the box in particular. And we don't have this in Lukaku. Lukaku is someone you bring out after you've got the goods coming back in, you've got the goals on the board, and then you bring him into the side because he's not meeting the mark.
So we said this about a full attack. Look at, we always make instance to club football side, though it's different from national team. Leverkusen, for instance, everybody goes, everybody returns. Every player on the team averages not less than 6 shots on target, or perhaps 5 shots on goal. Everybody in that team, except for the goalkeeper, if you look at their stats so far this season. Now, in the Belgium side, where you have an Onana, who plays for Everton, a Mangala,
That's
starting.
That's
You ask
what we
yourself,
are talking about.
these
They
are
fell
players
from grace.
These are players that can't.
They wasted their golden generation.
The coach is trying to experiment because players are aging, so he's trying to experiment if he can bring in some players into the team.
You know, in this situation, I don't think the competition is for experimentation. I feel that they should have perfected what works for them, and then you stay true to what works for the Belgium side. You stay true to what works.
If you look at their substitute, they don't really have much again. It's not like the golden generation where they had a lot of players. Hazard younger brother, he wasn't called up for this tournament.
Let's just take a shift away from the golden generation now. We are talking about building a team with collective individuals that play together, attack together, defend together, create chances for each other together. And we are not saying that, you see, okay, you look at the way they play, there's more of instructions on who to pass the ball to. Everybody shimmies the ball over to one person as against each person having a shot on goal.
Today's football. The coach is trying to tell players where to pass, what to do exactly. Nobody is now playing off their head. I think that's part of the problem football. But I think Belgium will still have to qualify from this. If you look at their group,
it's going to be.
If you look at their group, it's
Romania from the way they started, Ukrainian side is facing plenty of talks on the side, and they lost today to Romania about 3-1 or so. Now, if you ask me who is going to qualify from that group, it's the Romanian side. They have this defense, they have the attack.
Belgium still have an option.
No, you can't say that. There's one thing about feeding an underdog big meat.
Sure.
You give him this confidence. Trust me, Slovakia is not going to take their foot off the pedal. If they have, because from beating Belgium, they have the confidence to take. Now they'll be telling you, we want to win. This is where a West Ham side will come and tell you want to win the Champions League.
If you go through that direction, Saudi Arabia won Argentina in the first game, but they didn't qualify from the group.
if
So,
Saudi
most
Arabia
times
winning
it's not-
Argentina was the trophy for them. Let's
That's
not
what I'm
talk
saying.
about
Because
any other thing. Okay,
because
so
Belgium losing today does not really mean they are going to not qualify.
yeah,
from this group.
but you know, it just sets down a marker that they've started poorly and they need to fix it. Otherwise, they could be, you know, fighting an uphill battle, and that's the way I see it.
So do you think that they are still going to qualify from this group? Do you think they are going to qualify from this
They
group?
need a quick turnaround and fast.
Man,
Also?
I can't say. I can't say. I can't say.
Okay.
I'm heartbroken right now. I
Yeah,
can't say.
okay. This is how we're going to end this preview. It was a surprise for everybody for Belgium to lose that opening game. I hope they qualify. I would love to see these top teams go to the knockout stage so that we'll have beautiful football in the knockout stage. I'll see you guys next time. I am Godwin, signing out.